In this video, let's learn how to solve for x in this nice expression. 2 divided by x multiplied by 2 divided by x equal to x divided by 2. We're going to learn how to find the value of x. If you are new here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified mathematics content. Now, looking at this expression, you can see that the left-hand side can easily multiply, right? So if we multiply the left-hand side, we can easily have that expression to now give us the value of 2 times 2 will give us 4, divided by x times x will give us x squared, right? And this will be equal to x divided by 2. Great. Now, looking at these two expressions, according to principles found in mathematics, we can easily multiply or cross multiply. Or I can say we can multiply both sides by the various denominator. Multiply the left hand side by 2 and then multiply the right hand side by x squared. Now, when we do that, we are going to have that expression to now give us 4 times 2 will give us 8. And this will be equal to x times x will give us x to the power of 3. Great. Now, if we collect like terms by subtracting x cubed from both sides, we are going to have 8 minus x cubed, right? If we do that, this right hand side will be equal to 0. Now, recall, according to laws in mathematics, that we can have 8 to be equal to 2 to the power of 3, right? If 8 is equal to 2 to the power of 3, that means that expression can now give us 2 to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 3, and this will be equal to 0. Great. Now, considering this expression, I want you to flash your mind back to an algebraic formula. In that algebraic formula, a cube minus b cube, right? This can be equal to a minus b, right, on one side, and I'll have the other expression to give us a square, which is the first square, right, plus ab plus b square, right? Good. Now, if you consider that expression very well, you're going to find out that from this expression, the value of our a is equal to 2, and the value of our b is equal to x. If you compare it with this and what and this, great. Now, having seen that, we will now insert that into that expression. 2 cubed minus x cubed will now give us the value 2 minus x, right? And the other side will have 2 square plus 2 multiplied by x plus x square, and all this will be equal to 0. Great. Now, considering those two expressions, this will now give us 2 minus x on this side multiplied by 4 plus 2x plus x squared, and all this will be equal to 0. This is a zero product rule, and comparing or separating this expression, we can now have the first expression 2 minus x, right, to be equal to 0, and the other expression we can have, if we rearrange this, x squared plus 2x plus 4 to be equal to 0. Now we can simplify these two expressions. From this first expression, if I add 2 or x to both sides, I'm going to have 2 minus x plus x equal to 0 plus x, right? While this x clears this x, the value of my x, which is 0 plus x, is equal to x will be equal to 2. So that tells us that 2 is a solution to that expression. Now, on the other hand, to get the other two solutions, we are going to compare this with ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now, from this expression, which is a quadratic format, we can have a to be equal to 1, which is this. We'll have b to be equal to the coefficient 2, and then c is equal to 4. So if we use that, we can now simply use a quadratic formula to find the value of x. From the quadratic formula, we can see that the value of our x can be equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, which is the quadratic expression. Now recall that our a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to 4. Hence, our value of x will be equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared, that is b squared, minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 4, right? And all this will be divided by 2 multiplied by a, which is what? Which is 1. Great. Now from that expression, you can now simplify for x. The value of our x will now be equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 16, right? Good. And this will be divided by 2. From here, we can see that the value of our x will be equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 12, right? 4 minus 16 is equal to negative 12, and that will be divided by 2. So if we simplify this, we'll have the value of our x to be equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 multiplied by 3 and multiplied by negative 1. That will total negative 12, and this will be divided by 2. So if we separate those values, since they are all held by one square root, this will be equal to negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by the square root of negative 1. And all of these will be divided by 2. From that expression, next we'll have our x to be equal to negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 is 2 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by, recall that the square root of negative 1 is equal to I, complex number, and that will be multiplied by I, all these divided by 2. So the value of our x will be equal to negative 2 plus or minus 2 root 3i, all divided by 2, right? So 2 is common. We are going to divide all through by 2. X is equal to negative 2 divided by 2 plus or minus 2 root 3i divided by 2. From this expression, 2 can cut 2 to give us 1. We're going to have that expression to be negative 1 plus or minus 2 can clear 2 to give us the square root of 3i. So next, we're going to have the value of our x to be equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 3i. So from that solutions, the solutions we'll have for the value of x is equal to, remember, we have 2 already, which is a real number, minus 1 plus root 3i which is the second number, which is a complex number, imaginary number, and the next will have a -1 minus the cube root of 3 multiplied by I. All these are the solution to that expression given to us above. So you see, these are the solutions we can derive from solving that expression given to us up there. If you did enjoy watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified math content. Congratulations to Blink's quizzes for joining our membership, and I promise you we're going to give you exclusive perks that you are going to appreciate. Don't forget to join our membership group for exclusive perks. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.